You see the number if you want to leave us a voicemail on the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This voicemail of Truth and Reason about Myles Garrett, his interaction with Lamar Jackson, as well as Case Keenum.
So I just want to know your thoughts on what you thought about Myles Garrett shaking Lamar Jackson's hand after that crazy touchdown pass. Did you think it was okay or not? And also, what are the chances of us seeing Case? We're paying him a good amount of money to be the backup quarterback, so I'm not sure why we haven't seen him play. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.
All right, very good points. And Tim, I had no issue at all with Myles Garrett shaking Lamar Jackson's hand. He tried to basically grab him by the arm, the shoulder, the leg, tried to rip him down, throw him down, toss him down, and somehow Lamar Jackson was athletic enough to get off a pass that Myles Garrett hit his hand when he threw it, and it still ended up as a 30-some-yard touchdown pass. I had no issues with him shaking Lamar Jackson's hand after that whatsoever.
I'm with you. That was a play straight out of a video game, and that's just what Lamar Jackson does. Even though the Browns picked him off 4 times, he still has the ability to just pull a Houdini and do something crazy like that. So I had no problem with it either because, as a defender, in Myles Garrett's situation, you're like, what else do I have to do? I'm running him down 20 yards back. I'm harassing him. I get a hand to his hand, hit the ball, and it's still a touchdown. At some point, you just tip your cap and just move on to the next play. And that's just the way it works in professional sports sometimes. Sometimes, no matter how good you are, the other guy just beats you.
Yeah, and it's not like Myles Garrett didn't line up and try to, knock him down again. So, I had no issue with that. I kind of thought the same thing about Case Keenum. Going into the Lions game, not necessarily going into the Ravens game, going into the bye week or coming into the second Ravens game, but Case Keenum's a pretty good backup. I probably would have put him in against the Lions if you said, all right, you got to make a decision. And my thought process would have been, let's get through the Lions game, let's get a win, let's try to get Baker Mayfield healed up a little bit and see what happens. But the Browns chose to play Baker Mayfield. They got the win. Now, Baker Mayfield, you're riding with him the rest of the year.
Yeah, no question about it. And I know, the caller was talking about paying Case Keenum $6 million. I'm one of those people that feels like in the NFL nowadays, $6 million isn't a lot of money. The salary cap is over $180 million. So $6 million really is almost a drop in the bucket compared to that. But I'm with you there that I think, it would have been a good idea to at least consider Case Keenum against the Lions. Although if Keenum played and they were to lose that game, all of a sudden you're opening up a whole new can of worms.
Yep.
But I think it seems like, just from my understanding and everything that, Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry have talked about, that the fact that they think Baker Mayfield, even as banged up as he is, gives the Browns a better shot to win than Case Keenum, that to me speaks volumes because Baker Mayfield, I think, physically has arm limitations that doesn't have the same arm limitations that Case Keenum has. And we saw those against the Broncos where he really could not get a deep ball. And Baker Mayfield, even though that deep ball has been inaccurate this season for whatever reason, he still has that ability.
Yeah, and that has to be the thought process. If we put Case Keenum in and lose, we're going to regret it, until we get back on the field. So I get the thought process as well. But certainly I would have considered playing Case Keenum against the Lions.